actually did a YouTube video today. It was not my weekly vlog. It was an announcement regarding my software throwing me for an absolute loop. I've been editing and trying to get my weekly vlog done. I've been trying to get some of my laundry put away. I am fed up. I've been watching The Sandman again a little bit. More like background noise video happening with subtitles, so I don't have to think. It's dinner time. I'm super stressed. I skipped church this morning. I've just been working on video stuff. I thought my dad was going to be doing car stuff, so I didn't want to move the car, right? John was supposed to be cleaning his room today. He didn't do squat. Bruce needs to rearrange some furniture, so I gotta try to guide him through it. Anyway, it's dinner time because I can't take any more of this bologna. This is a burger with Swiss cheese, honey mustard on my diet bread with a whole lot of lettuce, and some low heat Takis. And lemonade. I'm gonna watch South Park, and I'm gonna try to relax. And then I'm gonna edit some more. And then I'm gonna put my head through a brick wall, and then I'm gonna edit some more. And I am not having an easy time adjusting to the fact that the entire interface for this other app, the new app, everything is not where I left it, you know? This is difficult. My day has been rough. It's been a kicker. It's been a kick in the teeth. But things are on the, upswing. It's looking good. So I have managed to muck up all my transitions for the last 2/3 of my weekly video for the 21st to the 27th. This, what can you do, right? The program is not working for me anymore, so different program. I just had to switch in the middle, just take all my little chunks of video, move them over to the other program, the other app, right? But there's a plan in the works. It might take a couple of weeks. Like September 8th, I think my dad said. But I'm getting a PC that's going to hook into my TV, which is a real big screen, so I can absolutely see where all my stuff is and what I'm doing. Probably have to get a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard. And I'll be able to edit things on an actual PC. I'm going to have to transfer the stuff from my phone or from the 360 camera over onto the PC. But far more legit video processing power software. It's not going to be the top-notch stuff because I'm not trying to do the top-notch stuff, but it's going to be a big jump in the right direction away from talking into my phone. My TV is still running because you know what Neil said on Twitter, everybody watch Sandman as much as you possibly can. Maybe Netflix will give us a season 2, and then I won't have to resort to, guerrilla warfare or something drastic, like taking chalk and chalking out the characters from the comics on the sidewalk, completely surrounding Netflix with it. Making my own horribly done helm, and I think I've got some black fabric, standing around just watching people while they enter and leave the building. I don't even know where Netflix is headquartered, so don't take me seriously on any of this. Probably wouldn't be that hard to find though. I did find the ERCOT place. That's the that's the energy grid for Texas. Yeah. One of their offices is about 10 miles that way. I've been very tempted to pull up, hit the speaker button and ask them what their thermostat is set at. These folks are a mess. I'm a mess. That's okay. I'm done for the night. Not a bad start to the week, I think. But I gotta get my kids to school in the morning and then more dental stuff. Okay, I am trying to clear up in my room because these wooden shelves are supposed to go into Bruce's room. There's a lot going on. I have too much stuff in here. I need a whole bunch of it to be donated or thrown away. And I have come across 2 old-fashioned Apple chargers. And I'm very confused about this because this is the only Apple product in the house. We use Androids and PCs around here, and I'm very confused. But I need to keep after it and get some stuff cleared out, and then I have to get ready and go pick up my child from high school and dental work and all that. And anyway, I've been doing a bunch of emailing back and forth with my dad because he can answer emails and stuff while he's online doing his work. He's still working from home, which he hates. About the stuff that is in the works for upping my YouTube game, hopefully. And he talked to my brother about a video editor. I had to explain. My brother streams. He is not... He's not cutting down and doing presentation sort of stuff. There's no stylistic design choices in this program, that, as far as I can tell. It's bare bones minimum, meant for streamers to cut down streams. It is not meant for this. So software, right? Hardware. Do you have a webcam? I actually have too, Dad, but I can't live stream. Our upload speeds won't support it. And I'm not a streamer. I think I've done 2 live streams, and I think one of them worked. I gotta get back to it. I am about to throttle my children, I swear. I have been just running non-stop today. It's been crazy. The shelves have come out. They are going into Bruce's room. After a whole lot of stuff, we had to fix the cat tree. The sausages for dinner didn't get defrosted. There's all kinds of fighting about who gets to play the Switch, and I'm supposed to be the dungeon master for tonight, and we have new kids. And we start in half an hour. So I'm gonna finish watching an episode of South Park I was trying to watch earlier or last night. I can't remember. I have 1 jalapeno cheese sausage, 1 mesquite sausage, and some leftover potato salad on diet bread. Maybe I should have gotten some honey mustard. You know what? I don't care. And a not too cold diet citrus tea. I'm going to put my head through a brick wall because my children are not cooperating with anything today. I swear. There has been heat tools at one end of the house and a drill running at the other end of the house. And I'm just trying to make sure nobody burns the house down or loses a finger. And I've had enough. I've had enough. Alright, I got a massive amount of stuff off my bed. The furniture is still getting sorted out. Not that any of that really shows on here currently. D&D went okay. Kind of weird. Couple of new kids. That's fine. Everybody had a good time. I couldn't get my laptop's software to load. My brother had set me up with some software that pretty much has all the required books, a dice roller, a note program, all of it. Preloaded modules and everything. It's pretty sweet. And I don't know how to use half of it. But I couldn't get it to open up. My laptop is old. It was already kind of bare minimum at the time that I got it. It has since ate pavement, and then also that occurrence was before lockdown. So this thing has been busted up for years. It's not really surprising. I couldn't get this Fantasy Grounds program to open up. So I couldn't get into my old notes. And we had new folks. I couldn't even remember the name of the guild I made. They haven't played very many sessions of it, but we had a really long break from last school year. So I don't know. I'm incredibly tired. Today took a lot out of me, and I fixed a pair of trousers that had a big hole in them. Apparently Bruce is fine with patches. He's fine with it looking kind of shabby. I'm just not okay with taking a hole and like folding it over so it looks all twisted over on itself. But if I patch it, that's not too bad. Lots of zigzag stitching. I hate this. The company is Magellan, and if their hiking fishing pants didn't have the pockets glued into place, the glue would not melt in the dryer. Seam, then seam sealer. You skipped a step, and you were wrong to do it. I'm so tired. Alright, it is supposed to rain all day tomorrow. So that's gonna make my morning even more interesting. I just got an email that it's gonna be, there's gonna be a dismissal delay. So I am stuck in line at the middle school in the rain once again, waiting patiently for things to progress to where I can... You're not supposed to go that direction. It's a one-way thing. So I can collect my child and get over to the high school and collect my other child. What have I been doing with my day? Well, there has been an entire second pot of coffee made. Mostly drank. Okay, great. Now we've got somebody trying to come down this way. Y'all, 3 cars do not fit this thing. I've been sewing blasted, glued in pockets on Bruce's trousers where the dryer melted the glue. And it looks terrible. But he doesn't really care how it looks, and it'll be very sturdy going forward. So if he is this obsessed with keeping these trousers, that's fine. It takes forever just to get one done, and they're zippered pockets, so I've got to sew most of the way around this long oval. Open the pocket, kind of flip the pocket lip inside out, and run that on the sheet, and it's taking a bit. I used a clothes hanger specifically with the clips to stretch out the stretchy waistband so that I could get the seam as flat and nice as... It's been difficult and I'm kind of tired. And I have been trying really hard to have patience and try to relax because yesterday was a lot. Aside from that, I have not done really anything productive today. I made myself some eggs this morning, and I made myself a sandwich around lunchtime, and pockets. I'm thoroughly impressed with my ability to adult today. It's whatever. Great. And so now we have the Tulane County Road being completely overloaded with a super long line of parents picking up their kids. Bonus, even, because with the lightning strikes, they're not going to be releasing the kids who take themselves home until 30 minutes after the last lightning strike, because the last lightning strike within 10 miles. I don't need this. I don't have a whole lot going on this evening, though. Looks like we're moving up. Oh. I can do this. I can do anything. Okay. I got an email about cemeteries to try to get the historical designation from the state for these cemeteries to protect them. I was able to find one on the map already. I don't think that one will be too difficult. Apparently it was even in the news for getting vandalized in the last 5 years, so that should help to prove to the state it exists. It's still raining. It's not warm. I finished one pair of trousers, and this one still needs pockets reattached, and it's dinner time. This is a big cup of coffee. It's really, really mild coffee. I didn't put enough grounds in, if I'm being honest, so this is lightweight coffee, I guess. Easygoing. Delicate. I don't know. I'm tired of words. Dinner today, pulled pork. I have added a little bit of low-calorie honey mustard underneath my low-sugar barbecue sauce because I really like mustard barbecue sauces. I'm like the only person in the house that eats them. I need to learn to make it. I need a recipe that I like. I don't have currently a Carolina barbecue sauce recipe, mustard base. I need to make one. I've got onions underneath the pickles. Those are dill pickles, and some bread and butter on my diet bread. I was trying to track my calories today. Whatever. And I'm going to dig into this. The pork was going to get put in the smoker this morning, but the rain... No, that interferes with an electric smoker running out on the porch. Especially as the porch has no roof. I'm gonna watch South Park and start digging around on any historical stuff I might be able to find for these cemeteries as soon as I'm done eating, because I love to get a jump on things. I've been watching entirely too much South Park, and I'm not embarrassed to say that whatsoever. I do need to get some editing done, probably tomorrow, maybe, I hope, we'll see, because I didn't do any today. It's going to be raining again in the morning, but right now we're having a brief break. Awesome. However, we're not completely free of water issues, because I just figured out, like a few minutes ago, that we're having some damage on in the floor of the bathroom again. Previously we had a pipe burst under the bathroom during the big ice storm in 2021, February of last year. Yeah, like February 18th-ish, 2021. That was rough. But no, this is a different pipe. These buildings are meant to last 10 years. This one was manufactured in 1998. Math, right? Well, anyway, it's not the pipe draining the sink, which I would be able to put a bucket under at least, or just not use the sink. No, this is the pipes that run almost entirely vertical, straight up and down, coming out of the floor and up into the faucet. And the wood of the floor is swollen. So there's places where it's bulged up, and there's other places, this is the fun part, where it's sagging, which means I get to play with power tools again. This is gonna suck. So my dad brought me this box earlier, and it was slightly soggy on the outside at the time. Apparently this has a terabyte hard drive. I haven't opened it yet, but honestly at this point I might just tell him, send it back, we need plywood and PVC pipe. I don't want to do this. At least it's not going to be a crazy weekend. There was going to be another, there is going to be another cemetery restoration thing on Saturday morning, but I'm probably going to skip it and help my dad however I can with the home repair. That's always fun. And then my boys won't be home, so they're out of the way. I give us a couple of days to really solidly work on this. Alright, I gotta get some sleep because it is late. And then I guess tomorrow I'll pick up where I left off. I watched the first South Park pandemic special. And I guess there's like 4 episodes of the 24th season, so that's 1 down, 3 more to go. So far today, I've made a chicken casserole. I've broken down a piece of old, cheap IKEA furniture that was already mostly broken. I've alerted my folks to the fact that there is a big old issue with the floor in the hallway outside of the bathroom that sits between me and John's room. And I got my laundry out of the dryer and moved it to my room. Not super accomplished, that's fine. John told me last night that his schedule did get changed to where he still has art, but he also gets to do theater, and he's in the normal PE class. That's a big win. I need an easy evening. My mom's gonna be doing her evening class today. I'm gonna be making biscuits and gravy. I really want biscuits and gravy. Breakfast sausage. Just gotta wait for it to get browned. Alright, it's much better. I don't need a whole 2 pounds of it, so about a third of this is going to drain and be put away eggs in the morning. There's not quite enough fat in the pan of what I need, so I'm going to add actual butter, not margarine. Flour. Keep the butter in a butter bell so that it gets nice and soft. And kind of a toasty color. Okay. First round of pepper. We'll give another round of pepper later. And milk. What is it? That's the gravy part of the pepper gravy.
S on a shingle.
The whole biscuit's a gravy because it's not going on toast.
Dang it. Can I put it on toast?
Yes, you can put it on toast. Okay, this is getting closer to what we want. And I'm going to turn the heat down. The lumpy bits from my almost disaster roux are going to thin out. There's little bits of milk around the edge. And the rest of it, the thin spots, are going to thicken up until it's all the same. I can add more milk to keep it thin if I need to while I put the biscuits in. But now's the time where I add the second round of pepper. I just can't do that one-handed. And John ran off to do homework. These very, very, very basic biscuits. They look like dinner rolls. You pop open the can, they look like this with little fake butter pockets. They don't always come out looking perfect, but that's okay because they're going to taste good just the same. They're going to come along just fine. So that's what they look like. You tear them open so they're in half. And there we go. This is actually super filling. Okay, it's dinner time. I'm about beat. It's hot outside. I've been cooking. It all smells really good. Finished product. The last time I mentioned this, I think I'd mentioned this in a reply about American foods, you know, culturally speaking. Somebody said that biscuits and gravy are vile. I was minding my manners at the time, but my thoughts were, so's your attitude. This is poor people food. This is sausage or whatever meat's available really in sawmill gravy over the most basic of bread pucks. And it's the stuff you make when you don't have a whole lot of stuff available. And it's creamy, a little bit spicy, warm, sweet, crunch, soft, all of it is really good. But, you know, it's also Southern culture, so that's something to think about. Not everybody's gonna like it, and that's fine, but, you know, this isn't the place for that. This is lemonade. I'm gonna relax and I can't even word right now. I'm tired. I am absolutely beat. But I cooked twice today. I did pretty good. I'm gonna watch South Park, and hopefully, by the time I get back into the kitchen, the dishes will already be done. I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope it happens. If not, I'll probably eat more biscuits and gravy. Oh, that's right. The internet's running slow. The last time the internet was running this slow, and I wound up watching broadcast TV, I found The Blacklist. I think it was on NBC. And I really enjoyed that show. Still waiting for the next season to come out, so. Okay, I guess I'm gonna see what's on broadcast. I fell asleep for a little while I was watching a YouTube video about really wild mental disorders. Like the really out there stuff. Like, some folks actually believe that they have passed and are just continuing to walk around, and they will, like, hear voices of late relatives telling them that they have passed. They won't eat. They get really weird. Anyway, it was interesting, but then I fell asleep. So I woke up, rewatched it, checked the clock, checked that I had taken my medications. Thank goodness for my logging app. And I have got so much to do in here to finish shifting things around in here, but also because this new computer is coming and I need to set up to be able to use that. I have some really weird, difficult stuff happening in the background that I best not get into on the internet. Some difficult stuff though. And then I'm gonna try to relax tomorrow. Sort of. Like sporadically relaxing and then actually getting something done and back and forth. It's a system for me. It works. It works. Maybe I'll make some progress. Looks like my upload speeds are really good because my dad's not home. My dad's not home because he's at work. He really likes going into the office after spending a couple of years now working from home. He's not a fan. My kids took the buses this morning because I needed to make sure their transportation information activated within the system. So that lined up well. What did not line up well was last night I made biscuits and gravy, and today my mom is dealing with a reaction to what was very likely coriander or cilantro or fennel or whatnot in the sausages, or in the sausage that went into the gravy. Nothing too serious. Still not fun. I fixed her some soup. As careful as we try to be, why would you put coriander in breakfast sausage? Everything's a mess right now. And I've been cleaning up in the hallway and the bathroom to try to clear the way for dismantling and repairing the house. We may have a leak coming from the roof. We may have a leak coming from a pipe. We definitely have floor damage. It's getting really bad really fast. This whole thing sucks. It's been a bit of a morning. I washed out a bunch of John's little lunch bottles and got them refilled with some lemonade. I've got some tea brewing on the front porch. I mean, you reshoot this entire thing. Why is my face itchy? The house is getting pretty warm. I'm on my second pot of coffee. The reverse osmosis system that we have attached to the kitchen sink for drinking water is running super, super slow. That's not surprising considering that our water quality out here is terrible. I finished last week's video finally. So I guess we got one thing going right. And that's still more than zero. I feel like I need a nap. But once I get some strength back in me, I'm back after the hallway. I picked up my kids in my mom's vehicle. That went okay. It's just been a lot of baloney today. Like a lot. I'm about to go do this parents meeting at the church. It's for a program that they absolutely need parents to sign off on them being okay with their kids doing this. So my presence here is required or John can't do the program. So I'm gonna go do this thing. Everything's crazy. My dad brought my kids donuts because they had those at work. And I'm going to grab some pizzas after this. So I'm probably going to be putting my order in while I'm sitting there listening to this stuff. Pretending I'm taking notes. Don't tell on me. I forgot to turn my ring light on. That's okay. The shadows soften the blow that is the... Ugh. So, the program, right, that I was hoping that John would be able to do. The schedule would have him missing about half the program. So he won't be able to take this class. At least not this year. And, you know, that's fine. Because it's on weekends and half his weekends are with his dad. There's no way to make this work. they're considering maybe doing a Thursday, whatever. But it was pretty clear while I was sitting there that it was not gonna work. So I put in an order for Little Caesars because my dad said that rather than grilling burgers, just go grab some pizza. So I actually put in the order and snuck out, zip over there, tried to scan my phone, it wouldn't scan, punched in the 3 numbers, got my 4 boxes of pizza because why not? We'll just scarf all of this down. Okay, what have I got? What I picked up was a Hawaiian for my mom, 3 meat, classic not classic pepperoni, most goodest or whatever the ridiculous name is, premium-ist pepperoni, and a classic cheese. Bruce is trying to move his desk, and he's trying to convince John to help him to move his desk because the desk is starting to come apart while he's trying to move it. This is the premium pepperoni and cheese. I might also go get another slice of the 3 meat if the guys leave any. I'm having a citrus tea. I'm tearing my hair out.
And that was really the only time I ever used glitter.
Gentlemen, I am sure you need to chill.
Bruce is saying I put something under his desk when he doesn't have any proof.
I'm sure if it's glitter, it was definitely him. It's been a stressful evening. I didn't even actually manage to watch any TV. I watched a few YouTube videos on this game I've been trying to play, Atlas Earth. And there was some shenanigans with Bruce and some shelves. The shelves that were there, where my inversion table is sitting now, other end of the house. I've got an antique sewing machine that I use as just a table. It's probably going to go in that space. And then I would really like to, don't come for me, take down the TARDIS poster. That was one of my kids', and I don't even recall who. When I was in the room that's now John's, and both of them had bunk beds in here over that wall. And then I'm also considering maybe not, because I have this roll of green cardboard or paperboard. It's not really cardboard. You can't really roll what we usually think of as cardboard. That would be really good for green screen stuff. And I'd like to put some of that up. That could be neat. That would also be close and convenient to the baloney that I'm trying to get into with when the stuff for the computer gets here. I've got to get some sleep. I'm looking at a really long weekend. Not long like take an extra day and really relax, but long like there is a lot that's gotta get done. The car, the floor, the roof, the tracking down whoever back in the day must have cursed my dad with this terrible luck and undoing the evil spell, I'm sure. Of course, this certainly couldn't hurt to give him a 4-leaf clover. No, he's against rabbit foot charms. They sell them in vending machines sometimes, but anytime I considered, spending my quarters on one of those, I always get told, well, it wasn't very lucky for the rabbit, now was it? But then I learned a little more about it. Apparently, the charm from folklore is you'd have a rabbit pelt, and if the feet stayed attached to the rabbit pelt, that was considered lucky. Gruesome. And not at all pleasant. I have to go drive my kids to school in the morning. I also have a video It says it's uploaded. We'll see how it did. Well, I've had an interesting morning. I have set up for driver's education for Bruce. That's going to be a little bit off the wall. Messing around the house, helping out my mom, checking in with my dad on stuff, especially with the driver's education stuff is concerned. I pulled my license record to make sure there were no mistakes and it's clear, so that we don't have to redo his driver's education just because I'm listed as the parent teacher. And got it all set up and arranged. If we knock out 6 hours worth of classwork and he can pass the quiz, then he should be getting his learner's license later this month. We gotta knock out that 15th birthday though. That's a requirement. You gotta be 15. I took a little walk earlier before it got terribly hot. Well, terribly hot by my standards. To play a geolocation based game, I'm doing okay, but I feel like very, very little progress. It's kind of whatever. Well, I'm having an evening. My kids are loud. They don't listen. My kids are loud. Everything is loud. It's been a bit of a long day with the driver's ed stuff. I maybe got a little too much sun. This is a cheddar bacon burger. Like the cheddar and bacon is in it. On diet bread. I've got some barbecue chips. Whatever. Having a Dr. Pepper. Ta-da. Super Texan. And I snagged a little dark chocolate raspberry square. I don't know if I have enough time, but I might try to watch a South Park episode. Or maybe I'll just watch some YouTube. I do watch YouTube sometimes. It's nice to be able to just watch something that's like, I don't know, 5 minutes long. And not have to think about, do I have a whole half hour to watch this? Then I gotta go take my kids for either a 2 or 3 day weekend. It's been a bit of an evening. After I dropped my kids off and had a little joke with their grandpa about the weird German inflections that Bruce occasionally puts on words he mispronounces. It's his mom who is German. I stopped by an HEB that was on my way home and grabbed a wall plug and took a phone charger to someone who's going to be in the hospital overnight. It's not looking too serious, but they just, want to be on the safe side. I'm a little bit tired. Tomorrow, it's supposed to rain all day, but also there was going to be a cemetery work day kind of thing north of here. I think I'm going to be skipping out on that. With the repairs that we need to make to the bathroom floor, I think I'm going to be waiting until there's a clear chunk of weather, and then maybe going and looking at Habitat Restore, because currently sturdy plywood is very expensive. And we need to get some plywood, not just for the floor but also for our shed roof. It's not fun. We're not having a very good run of luck right now. I probably need extra sleep anyway. Whatever. I'm trying not to stress. It's not a big deal. Alright. My day's gotten started. The pets are fed. I have some errands to run. We are still kind of dealing with a lot today. Now I ran to take a phone charger, somebody who's in hospital right now. Yeah, you say somebody is at school. So I understand saying someone is in hospital, but typically, American vernacular, we say the hospital. Someone is in the hospital. So I have some things to take care of. Some things to handle. I think I just knocked my focus off by bumping the holder with my knuckle. I'm gonna go and drop off the rent check, drop off a library book, pick up a prescription, and then I'm going to go to the Habitat Restore. It's a Habitat for Humanity. They build houses for people who are homeless or financially impaired, cannot get themselves a home. It's a very effective charity. Jimmy Carter builds houses with them. I guess he's in his like 90s or whatever. They have these spots what they call restores, where they can sell building supplies that are either somebody bought too much for a project and donated the rest, or there was a mix-up and the wrong kind was ordered, so used, gently used, or new reselling building supplies. I'm gonna go look for plywood. I'm gonna be looking for shower stalls. My dad would like to put a shower stall in his and my mom's bathroom. Their tub became cracked when a friend was living with them after Hurricane Katrina. He was displaced, and this guy, very round fellow, the tub broke. Yeah, it's not one of those your typical ceramic bathtubs, fiberglass, no, crack. And so my dad just shut off the water to that, and we still haven't gotten around to fixing it. But if we need to pretty much completely redo the bathroom between me and John's rooms, we should be able to shut down that bathroom completely while we redo the floor. This is gonna take a while. Anyway, yes, plywood bathroom fixtures. That's where we're at. I finally got last week's video public. Finally, even though today's Saturday. I need to make some space on my phone. The Habitat Restore didn't have a lot of decent stuff. I sure recorded while I was in there because it's a fun, neat place to look for things. But they didn't have plywood. Apparently that goes really fast when they get it. They had some bathtubs, but none of them looked small enough to fit a mobile home, which is 27 by 54 inches, I believe. And at least they had several that were fiberglass rather than ceramic. These bathtubs are heavy. They had shingles, they had flooring, they linoleum tiles, fake wood for floors, carpets. Lots of options to keep it on the cheap, but nothing that's gonna help right this minute. Then I went to Goodwill. The reason I wasn't recording in there was I was busy texting back and forth with my dad. So I left there, I went to Goodwill, I got a set of 4 plastic double-walled mason jars used for packing John's lunches. You're not allowed to pack glass containers. But mason jars are super handy because they've got this screw-on lid. I went to Aldi, I got a loaf of sourdough bread, some of the skyr yogurt, which is way more expensive at H-E-B. I don't know how they got skyr yogurt for $1 each. And some cold brew coffee concentrate. I went back to the CVS and picked up some prescriptions that were not related to John's. And now I'm headed back home. I'm gonna make some really, really, really top-notch ham sandwiches. Probably some soup as well for dinner. Looks Looks like everything's going all right. It means it pours. And it's raining. And it's pouring. It's been a long week. My parents are home. We have answers. My mom had a teeny tiny mini stroke, and that's handled now. They just kept her the one night. She's doing okay. It was so minor they had a hard time finding it on the MRI and CT scan, but they did. Her dad has done the same thing. Mini strokes. Walked it off. My dad didn't sleep all night. And she had a lunch tray, but he was starving, so I was like, okay, that's it. I'm gonna do a real good dinner. So, this is what I made. I picked up sourdough bread at Aldi, buttered one side, so toasted both, and on the unbuttered side, she had mayo, he had Miracle Whip for his first one, and then this one is Miracle Whip and honey mustard, which is also a combination my dad went on his second one. Mild cheddar, Black Forest ham, and lettuce. I'm having Cheetos with mine. Dad had barbecue chips, and then homemade boba latte. I did really good. The boba was really chewy. So now we can relax and try to get through the rest of the weekend, and hopefully my dad will catch up on his sleep. My mom's got her medications. I went to the pharmacy for them so they could get straight home. Aspirin and all that fun stuff. We're really blessed. Could have been so much worse. I'm gonna watch South Park because I need to relax. And I'm about to just demolish this sandwich. I have had a long week. Could have been worse, but it's been a long week. I plan to sleep. I plan to go to church in the morning. But I'm just gonna I'm gonna say this real quick, okay? Because brains are delicate. Fast. If you think somebody's having a stroke, check face. If things are not working evenly, okay, eyebrows, eyes, mouth, facial expression in general, not working evenly, or they look like melted on one side. Arms. We ask them to clap their hands and only one goes like that. I have a friend who said that her mom asked her while she was having a stroke to clap her hands, and she was going like this. That's a sign. Speech. Big sign. And time. And you don't have any spare, take the person to a medical professional. So that's the acronym to remember. Just a little PSA here. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Stay safe out there. Thanks for sharing my week with me.